Welcome to Fine Hair Maintenance Tips, 20 steps that work. So I just want to quickly say that I do have fine hair. It's on the medium density, so it's not fine and thin. You do what you gotta do to make it look full, right? If you want to see any sort of hair results, I recommend taking a before and after pic. So take a few from, I don't know, each angle or where you want to focus on. Look back on it in a few months just on your cell phone, favorite it so it's easy to find, and then see if it's working for you, because memory sometimes isn't always the most accurate way to remember things. So my fine hair tips are what things that I have done and tried, and I have noticed some sort of difference in how my hair looks and feels and I'm able to work with. All right, so let's get started. Number one, first and foremost, limit down on washing. So if you wash every day, you're stripping your hair of the natural oils and you want to build resiliency, okay? Great, moving on. As your conditioner, I always put some in my hand and then I'm just focusing on like the mid shaft area to the ends, and I'm kind of just going downwards. If you go up over here with your conditioner, it's just gonna weigh your hair down, and it might even feel like you didn't wash it all out. It's just, we want volume. We need volume. Give me a thumbs up if you want voluminous hair, come on. Anyways, if you have fine hair and you have a big event, say tomorrow, so what I would do is I would wash my hair, no conditioner, and I would apply mousse from like the mid shaft onwards. And then the next day when you're curling, styling, it's gonna hold it a lot longer and better. So try that out if you didn't already do that. And if that was something you didn't know, let me know. Number three, rinsing my hair with cold water after I do all of my things, you know, in the shower, is just going to close up those pores, seal it up, and you're protected. Number four, I have been getting like a blunt, straight cut, meaning no layers. I don't know, I'd say for the last like 15 years. It's just, it helps fine hair look more polished, put together, and thicker, and that's what we want, right? Right? So you're probably wondering, and if you're not, you will be, why people say that getting your hair trimmed and cut will help your hair grow faster. Because hair grows from here, so trimming down here is not gonna make it grow faster. Why they say that is because, and this is just from my own personal research, is that when you have a split end and you don't regularly trim it, and I say regularly, like 2 to 3 months is a good time for tiny trim, it starts splitting up the shaft, and that makes it thinner and it's breaking. So in order to keep your hair healthy, you get regular trims so this part can stay healthy and it can continue to grow long, because if it's all broken, it's not gonna look pretty. All right, and we want to look beautiful because you're worth it and you deserve to look good. I know a lot of people cut their own hair by like twisting, and I'm not there. Number five, heat protectant is your best friend. Spray it on before using any sort of heat, even if you go like outside in like really hot temperatures. I just spray. Safety, right? Why not? It doesn't hurt. Number six, switching up your shampoo and conditioner. Right now I'm at the point where I'm trying to find cleaner beauty products and products specifically for fine hair. So a good app that I have been checking not only my skincare, my hair care, like any sort of products that I'm buying, it's called Think Dirty. It's free, and all you do is scan the barcode and it gives you a 1 to 10 rating. My hairdresser personally recommends Davines. I'm gonna leave some products down in the description. Number seven, scalp massages. We wanna stimulate the blood flow in the scalp. So I have two products that I use. One is for dry hair and like a head massager, like, you know, one of those claws. And the other one is when I'm taking a shower. It's like a little claw with like silicone or really soft bristles, and it just feels sensational. And brushing also does the trick, so take your time. Make sure it gets in there. But with the brushing, always start at the bottom. But you know that? I know you know that. Okay. Number 8, if you want any major change, please, please, please go to a trusted hairstylist, hairdresser. Don't go to somebody down the street because you have a $20 off coupon. My friend did that and the girl was talking and just totally, please go to someone you trust. Number 9, my hairstylist told me a point the other day as I was going through all these with her. She said that if you are not healthy on the inside, the hair is not going to be at its prime condition. So if whatever you gotta do to make that happen, fish oil, biotin, I'm not a healthcare practitioner, so I can't tell you what to take, but do some research, see your naturopath, see your doctor, whoever's gonna sort things out, because what you see on the outside, whether it's your hair or your skin, is a reflection of what's going on in the inside. Number 10, after I wash my hair, I have recently purchased a microfiber towel. Oh, it's life-changing. Not only does it soak up so much water, it's so quick, it's so easy. I'm able to do my skincare routine at that time. It's just the best investment I've made. It's awesome, and I'm gonna try to find a good one for you guys, and I'll link it down below. Number 11, do you ever feel like you wash your hair and then you just can't get the product out, or it still feels like the residue's there? Consider looking into your water and getting a water softener, because it might just be that. So before you go crazy on your hair and be like, oh, I'm cursed with greasy hair, it could just be your water. So let me know if that is the reason for you, and if you do go with a water softener. Yeah, I'm just curious. Number 12, I always sleep with my hair out of my face because hair gets dirty so quickly. And I've been researching, is it better to have your hair up or down? I have personally been sleeping with my hair down forever, but after doing all of this research, I realized that putting it up in a bun is also not the right way. So the general, rule that I'm kind of following now is have it out of my face and let it be extremely loose. So a braid, fabulous option. I've been doing loose buns in the sense that it'll flop down here, but at least it's still together. And guys, silk scrunchies for fine hair, a must. I just bought a huge pack on Amazon, and yeah, they feel good. And I just have to throw this out there, but always sleep with your hair dry. I read somewhere that if you go to sleep with wet hair, you can actually create some sort of fungal infection. I'm sure that's an extreme case, but why risk it? I mean, if you're in a pickle, then I would say braid your hair if it's semi-wet, but don't do it on wet hair, because wet hair is at its weakest. And if you go to sleep with wet hair as well, the hair shaft is just gonna be bent in all the wrong directions. All right, number 13, let's just talk about hair ties since I just touched on it. Silk scrunchies, anything that you don't have to tie 1,000 times. I tried those plastic coiled ones. I actually had to cut a few out. So I have stopped using the coiled elastics. If you use them for your fine hair, I want to hear how that's working, because they do not work for me. Number 14, minimize heat. I can't remember the last time I actually used my blow dryer. I'm all air dry. I take the time, which is really no time because my hair dries really quick, but still, any steps that I can do to preserve these locks, I'm taking them. And you know what I just discovered? I bought silk hair rollers. When my hair is almost dry, I put some mousse, just some product to hold the curl, wrap it up, and I really don't even use the whole pack. I think maybe I use half of it. I found that to be a quick little great base if you want to start styling your hair. Number 15, hair masks are important. I would just leave my conditioner in a bit longer and call it a day. But because I'm doing this video, I started experimenting with some at-home remedies, and the easiest thing I could find was coconut oil. And it's funny because when I mentioned this to my hairdresser, she's like, no. But I'm like, there's enough people that told me about it and they love it, so I'm gonna give it a shot. So what I did, let's say I'm gonna wash my hair today. I took maybe like a handful of coconut oil, depends how much hair you have and how long it is, and then I just warmed it up in my hands, or I guess you can warm it up in the microwave, but just enough to, you can like get it into your hair. So I just kind of used the heat of my hands, and I went from here, mid shaft, to the ends, put it up, and let it sit for an hour and a half. She was surprised that I let it sit that long because it's such a thick, dense consistency. The reason why my hairdresser was hesitant on the do-it-yourself at-home hair masks is because those are consumer products and they are not designed for your hair type, density. And she said that's also could be a reason why your hair is not growing fast enough, because you've got all these, I guess, quote unquote experiments going on. To each their own, I'm just sharing, and if something resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, let it go. Let it go. Okay. Number 16. When you tie your hair, do you ever get those like headaches from your hair tie? It's probably because you've tied your hair too tight. So a good way to like switch up your look is to put on a headband one day, or just use bobby pins. If you have fine hair, you can easily put something together without like making that sleek back look. I'm not saying you should never do that, but if you want to give yourself a break, bobby pins, headbands. Number 17, if you want to color your hair, I would say minimize it. See if you can like do highlights, or just try to avoid it. You're thinking long term, you want long, healthy hair, and coloring that is not going to help things. It's gonna just damage it, but I understand if you want to. I personally want a strong base, so I have stopped coloring. I used to be blonde for years and years, and that upkeep, first of all, the money, the upkeep, and it just fried my hair, and I'm sure the ends are still a result of it because my fine hair grows extremely slow. How about yours? Number 18. There are plenty of at-home tests that you can do to see the health of your hair. So one would be to take a strand of hair, do not pull it out. Find one that's on your shirt or something. Okay, I'm sure something's gonna fall out. There we go. See, no pulling necessary. And all you gotta do is tug on it. If it doesn't break right away, you're in the healthy zone. Woo, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. And I'm pulling pretty hard. I mean, it's silky, so it's falling out of my hand, but it's there. So yay. And the other one is to put your hair in a glass of water. If it floats, it's healthy. If it sinks, it needs some TLC, okay, my friend? Okay. Experimenting with like a silk pillowcase or a satin silky bonnet is going to be invaluable because you don't want your hair tugging against your pillowcase and the hair shaft just going in every direction. So if you can invest in one of those, give it a shot and let me know how it works, okay? Last but not least, stress affects your hair. You don't want to lose it. We want to keep every single strand exactly where it is. Am I right? So just let's breathe in together and let's breathe out, okay? We got this. We're gonna figure it out together. So if you have a hair concern, you want to pull on this community, let's see if we can help each other out, okay? Thank you for your time. I realize you could be doing 1,000 other things, and the fact that you're still here really, really means a lot. I love you guys. I hope this video has inspired you to love and embrace you and all of you, because you are beautiful and special, and the world needs to see all of you.